Imagine waking up one day to a completely different Earth. Not the Earth we know, but a planet the size of Jupiter. This mind-blowing transformation would change everything we understand about life, gravity, atmosphere, and even time itself. But what would actually happen if Earth suddenly ballooned up to the size of Jupiter? Let's dive into this fascinating thought experiment and explore the consequences of such an astronomical shift. Jupiter, the gas giant, is about 11 times wider than Earth and more than 300 times as massive. It's the largest planet in our solar system, known for its violent storms, dense atmosphere, and lack of a solid surface. If Earth were to grow to this scale, we would face immediate changes in gravity. Gravity on such a massive Earth would drastically increase. Humans, animals, buildings, and all physical structures would be affected by this surge in gravitational pull. Our current gravity allows us to move comfortably, but if Earth's gravity increased significantly, movement would become a struggle. The average human might weigh over 1,000 pounds under Jupiter-like gravity. Our muscles and bones are simply not built to support that much weight. Most animals would not survive the crushing pressure, and infrastructure like buildings and bridges would collapse under their own weight unless dramatically redesigned. The atmosphere would also change dramatically. With more mass comes more atmospheric pressure. A larger Earth would attract and retain more gas molecules, thickening the atmosphere. While this might sound like a good thing in terms of retaining oxygen, a denser atmosphere could trap too much heat, possibly causing a runaway greenhouse effect. Temperatures might soar, weather patterns would be chaotic, and storms could become more intense and longer lasting, similar to Jupiter's Great Red Spot, which has lasted for centuries. The Earth's surface would not remain the same either. Our current crust would be stretched and distorted. Mountains might be dwarfed under the massive pressure, and tectonic activity would likely increase dramatically. Earthquakes and volcanic eruptions would become frequent due to the additional stress on the planet's plates. Our oceans might become deeper and denser, with the increased gravity pulling water tighter toward the core. Now, let's talk about the day-night cycle. A larger Earth would likely rotate slower due to the sheer size and inertia. Days would become longer. This change would affect our circadian rhythms, plant photosynthesis, and possibly even the evolution of life over time. A longer day means prolonged exposure to the sun in certain areas, and colder extended nights in others, which could completely disrupt ecosystems. Satellites and space stations would also have trouble staying in orbit. With increased gravity, the orbital height needed to stay in space would rise, requiring more energy and different technology. Communications, GPS, and weather satellites would be thrown out of alignment, leading to major disruptions in navigation, broadcasting, and global connectivity. Life on a Jupiter-sized Earth wouldn't just be harder, it might be impossible for species as we know them to survive. Evolution would have to adapt to the new environmental stressors. Perhaps life would become more compact and denser to handle the crushing gravity. Flying creatures would likely become extinct, as flight would no longer be possible in such an environment. In terms of the solar system, a massive Earth would also influence the orbits of other celestial bodies. Its gravitational field could pull in nearby moons, or even change the path of asteroids. It could also affect Mars and Venus, nudging them slightly off course over time. Earth's increased mass might even attract additional moons or alter the orbit of our own moon, which could lead to dramatic changes in tides and oceanic activity. There's also the question of our magnetic field. Jupiter has a powerful magnetic field that protects it from solar radiation. A Jupiter-sized Earth could potentially generate a much stronger magnetic field, which might shield us better from cosmic rays and solar flares. However, this would depend heavily on the composition and activity within the Earth's core, which may or may not scale up accordingly. On the flip side, if we imagine Earth growing in size but retaining its current mass, The consequences would be different. Gravity would actually weaken, and the atmosphere might start to escape into space. The planet would struggle to hold on to its life-supporting gases, and over time, Earth could become barren, like Mars. So size alone isn't the only factor. Mass and density play vital roles in sustaining life. To sum up, if Earth suddenly became the size of Jupiter, life would face nearly insurmountable challenges. From extreme gravity to atmospheric chaos, from disrupted ecosystems to massive tectonic shifts, our planet would be entirely alien to us. It's a powerful,